What is going on, you guys? I'm your host, Stefan, and welcome to HalfTime, the best show in between the show. Now, sadly, this is the final episode of HalfTime for the 2022-2023 basketball season, so I want to go out with a bang. This episode is important. I want to use my platform to highlight what I feel is an underrepresented population here on campus. DSU prides itself on being the most diverse HBCU in the country. So what do you know about our growing Muslim population? Today, I'm seated with Yarri Kandaz. She's a Turkish-American Muslim student here, and I wanted to speak with her about her experience at DSU. How are you doing today?
I'm doing amazing. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good. I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me. I'm honored, and I appreciate you for, inviting me to your show.
So first, I want to ask you, what is life like in Turkey compared to here in the States?
I think, to me personally, life felt more real in Turkey. I was eating fresh fruit, I was eating fresh vegetables, fresh meat. It was literally straight from the farm into the store.
Right.
Everything is so processed over here. I don't know. It just felt more real. Like I felt more alive. Like everything feels so bland in the States. I don't know.
I can definitely understand that. What would you say being Turkish American means to you?
Being Turkish American, I take pride in being Turkish because, it's kind of a shame trying to just say you're American. And like growing up, I always felt embarrassed of my culture because, little kids are mean. They like to bully you for stupid reasons. And I wouldn't really broadcast that I was Turkish unless if I needed to. But now I take pride in that because it's a big part of who I am and it's a big part of how I grew up. So, and we're not represented a lot. There's a small amount of Turkish people in the States. So it's, I'm proud to be a part of that.
You're the 1%.
The 1%.
So what brought you to DSU?
I didn't have a great first college experience. I went to a community college, and growing up, I went to a lot of diverse schools. I never felt comfortable at a PWI. The towns that I grew up in Connecticut and New York and Delaware, it was always diverse. My schools were diverse, and I felt more connected to people who are minorities just like me because, we have similar struggles, we have similar issues in America, and I wanted to come here because it was an HBCU and I knew I was going to be able to find people that I can connect to and relate to on a certain level.
I feel like that's definitely what brought me here too.
That's great. It brought us together.
So when we come back from commercial, we're going to dive into what it's really like being a Muslim student here at DSU. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more HalfTime. Welcome back to HalfTime. Let's get to it. So beyond your religious reasons, why do you choose to be modest?
Beyond my religious reasons, I feel like it's a shield or a barrier. It allows me to feel protected from being hypersexualized. And I also feel like it forces people to identify with my personality rather than what I just wear, because a lot of people are put into a box from the second you meet them. But me being Muslim, it's just like, oh, you got to get to know me to know who I am. You can't just figure out who I am just by looking at me.
Right. No, I definitely understand. How would you say being covered has impacted your experience at DSU?
Honestly, it's something I've dealt with my whole life. Like I always get the looks. It's either the looks of admiration or the looks like breaking the necks where it's like, what's this Muslim girl doing?
Right.
I didn't have any discomfort with it other than the gym, to be honest. I'm always in the gym and I feel like I get uncomfortable when I'm in the gym and I get a little bit self-conscious because I'm already a female in the gym. And when they see a female Muslim in the gym, because I don't wear what most girls wear in the gym. I'm dressed a little bit more different. I'm dressed a little bit more modestly, and I feel like the eyes kind of make me uncomfortable. It's not that I feel like I'm being hypersexualized, but it's like it makes me feel like I don't belong in the gym, but the gym is my safe place and my outlet.
Everyone just stares a little more.
Yeah, it's just like, they make me feel like I got no business being there sometimes, but it's like, you don't know. I know what I'm doing.
Right.
I know what I'm doing here.
Being honest, do you feel comfortable at DSU?
At first, I did not. It took me a while to start getting comfortable here, but as I started to expand my circle and started to get involved more, I kind of had to find comfort in being uncomfortable because I wasn't able to grow any other way. And that allowed me to make more connections. And now I feel like it is comfortable. It's a second home.
Do you find that living on campus makes practicing your religion difficult?
Yes and no, because outside factors shouldn't determine how I practice my religion, but it's hard sometimes because it's like, college can be stressful. You get a little sad and depressed sometimes and you want that extra motivation from your friends. And I have a hard time finding people who have the same principles and religious beliefs as me. And sometimes, yeah, but I think I'm working on it, and I'm gonna make it happen regardless.
Yeah, that friend group can definitely make all the difference. All right, y'all. So when we get back from commercial, I'm going to be asking the big questions. So if you're here for the conversation, you're here for this. Don't go anywhere. And we are back with more halftime. Do you think the university could do a better job at supporting its Muslim students?
Yes, I definitely do think the university could do a better job with supporting us. For example, 2 semesters ago, we tried to bring back Muslim Student Association back to life. It used to be an org that was present on campus, died when the president graduated. But we turned our paperwork in, and we're still not represented as an org, so we can't really hold events and get together with the Muslims on campus, so that's kind of frustrating. I also don't see any of the university pages highlighting or spreading awareness towards Muslim issues specifically. In America, everything is black and white, but outside of America, globally, Muslims are at the top of the food chain. They're the #1 discriminated against almost everywhere, and it sucks, you know, like not seeing the university highlighting these issues when we're supposed to be a diverse school.
Well, I just want to thank you so much for coming out today and sitting in my chair. It has been really awesome to get to talk to you.
It was amazing speaking to you. I hope this episode brings more traction into the Muslim community.
I do too. I really hope this episode finds the right people. I feel like DSU wanting to be the most diverse HBCU in the country means that we should really be focusing on everybody.
I agree.
And I want to thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Once again, I'm your host, Stefan, and this has been Halftime.